Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. The color of the day today is red, so I tried to do a red eye, but it kind of turned out more pink. I don't know, I used the Strange and Unusual palette, and the color looks red, but when I put it on, it always looks pink to me, so I don't know. I'm trying something. So I had my EMDR yesterday. If you watched yesterday's vlog, I talked about it, and I've been kind of like on an emotional roller coaster ever since then. I felt really good after the therapy, and then like as the evening went on and I start ruminating on things, and I kind of had some emotional ups and downs, and I've had some this morning as well. I'm just all the things that we talked about and went through are kind of going through my mind. And so I did a tarot reading this morning, and I asked the universe what advice they have for me on my journey to heal myself and this heartbreak and just everything. And I got a really fantastic reading that I wanted to share with you. So the cards I pulled were the Seven of Swords, the Devil reversed, and the Nine of Wands reversed. So to me, the Seven of Swords usually represents dishonesty, not being honest with yourself or maybe someone else. So I asked for clarification on that card, and then I pulled the Knight of Cups reversed. And this was like so illuminating to me, because to me what these two cards together represent are I'm still idealizing limbs, and I'm not being honest with myself about my feelings or the truth of our relationship. So I looked up some meanings for the Knight of Cups reversed, and some of the things I found were that it can represent emotional manipulation, disappointment, unfulfilled expectations in relationships. It can also indicate an over-idealization of the relationship or partner, leading to disillusionment. And that just kind of like spoke to me so hard, because I don't know why this isn't focusing, sorry. And that just kind of really spoke to me, because I am absolutely doing that. I am absolutely still idealizing limbs, and it's been very difficult for me to stop doing that. So the rest of the reading, and so this card, the Seven of Swords, that represents dishonesty, to me this kind of says that I'm being dishonest to myself. I'm not being honest with myself about the reality of the relationship. So then I got the Devil reversed, and to me this card means that when it's reversed, that I need to let go of unhealthy attachments and unhealthy behaviors and patterns in relationships. So you can see that these two people here are kind of in bondage to the devil. So reversed, I really feel like this is telling me I need to let go of an unhealthy attachment. And so then I got the Nine of Wands reversed, and I wasn't really too familiar with this card, so I had to look up some meanings for it. So what I found is that this card encourages letting go of defensiveness and acknowledging that healing involves openness and vulnerability. So to me, obviously this means I need to stop being so defensive and be more open and vulnerable with myself and others in order to continue healing. So altogether, this gave me a lot of really good advice, and it caused me to start thinking about something. My idealization, devaluation, black and white thinking, particularly when it comes to people that I am romantically involved with. I just really don't think I could have a more accurate reading right now. So when you have BPD, one of the hallmark symptoms of that is we tend to see everything in black and white, everything in extremes. Everything is either good or bad, and it's very, very difficult to understand or see things in gray area. Now, I understand logically that everyone is gray. There are probably very few people who are all good or all bad. My logical mind knows this, my wise mind knows this, but my emotional mind, I guess, is what you can call it, my heart and soul cannot grasp that. And I put everybody into categories, either love or hate, good or bad, black or white. It's a very unhealthy way to view the world, but I think the reason why I do it is because it feels safe to me. It's something I can understand. I find safety and comfort in extremes. I do this with pretty much everyone in my life, friends, family, anybody I know, my YouTube audience, people that comment at me, like anybody that I encounter. I'm gonna lump you into one category or the other. And I do understand logically how unhealthy that is, but that doesn't make it any easier for me to see things any differently, if that makes sense. So I know that I'm doing this with Limbs right now, and I'm putting him in the all good love category, and I see no flaws, and to me he's perfect in everything I want in a person. Also, logically, at the same time, I do understand that can't possibly be true. So I have to figure out a way that I can see people in the gray and not devalue them. So not just go, well, okay, if they're not completely perfect, then they must be absolute garbage. I don't want to do that either. One of the things that I'm going to do today is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write down all the things that I loved about limbs. And then I'm going to write down all of the reasons why we weren't compatible as a couple. Not in a way to devalue him or take away from his good aspects or, throw him in the trash and hate him. I don't want to do that either. I need to figure out how I can put people in between black and white. And I can understand that people are complex and they're not all good and they're not all bad. And the problem I have about that is I don't know how to feel then. How do I feel about a person? If I can recognize that they are neither good nor bad, they're neither extreme, they're somewhere in the middle, they have good things, they have bad things, how can I reconcile that with my emotions? It's very difficult because my emotions are so extreme. So I'm trying to find some kind of balance in this world. I'm trying to let go of unhealthy attachments, as the cards have advised me, as the universe has advised me. I'm trying to let go of this unhealthy attachment, this idealization, so that I can be open and honest with myself about the nature of the relationship, why it probably wouldn't have worked, and be able to heal and move on from it. So this isn't something I'm just doing for limbs, it's just I'm giving that as a recent example that maybe you can kind of relate to if you've been watching my story. But I want to do this for everybody that I either idealize or devalue and start trying to view them as somewhere on the spectrum between good and bad, and it's just so difficult to do. If you have BPD and you have any suggestions for this, for how you were able to overcome this extreme black and white thinking, please leave your comments down below and let me know. I'm open to suggestions, but I think really just sitting down and examining the reality, the objective reality of the person, of the relationship, is going to be helpful for me. So that's like a journaling exercise I'm going to do today. I never want to idealize or devalue anyone again. I'm not saying I won't do it because I'm doing it right now. Like I'm actively idealizing limbs, but I'm trying to let go of that. Like I recognize I'm doing it and I need to let go of it. Trying to look at things not through the lens of my idealization, trying to look at things through an objective lens, which is very difficult for me, but I'm going to force myself to do it. I'm going to force myself to do that. I mean, it's kind of like what you have to do with a lot of BPD symptoms is you are capable of this. You just have to make yourself do it over and over and over and over again until you basically just teach your brain to look at things in a different way. And it's hard. It's hard, but I think becoming aware of what you're doing is a really good first step. So I am aware that I'm doing that. I'm also aware that I have devalued my ex-husband, which is not fair at all. So I'm going to also be doing the same exercise with him, and just anybody in my life that I can think of that I have put in these extreme categories. I'm going to just try to force myself to see things objectively, and hopefully that will help me. I think this is going to take time, but it's just something else I'm working on my BPD healing journey. Last night I did really well. I had a little bit of an emotional kind of breakdown about 8 o'clock last night, but I didn't drink or anything. I have not been drinking. I'm really proud of myself for that. I haven't been drinking to deal with things. I haven't even been taking the kava anymore. I haven't really been doing anything. I've just been trying to let myself feel things, think through my emotions, and just try to do this in a healthy way. And I know I'm not 100% there, but I am trying so hard to just get through this, heal from this, learn what I can from it, and keep moving forward. I'm really having a lot of emotional ups and downs right now as I try to navigate through this, and I'm very thankful for my new therapist. I feel like the EMDR, I've only had one session, but it was very helpful. But I'm also feeling a lot of emotions after that, and trying to keep myself stable and keep myself in a healthy mindset even when I'm hurting. It's not easy. So as I do this journaling exercise that I just spoke about, I'm also going to be doing some of my therapy homework today, which includes writing my positive mantras and posting them around my house, my purse, and my car, everywhere. She wants me to have these so I can constantly refer to them, constantly read them, and say them to myself. Now, she said to do 10, but I have 15, so. And then I also need to write down my 5 positive thoughts a day. And I'm gonna do that over the course of the day. If I have a positive thought about myself or the world around me, then I'm gonna stop and write it down. So as you've probably noticed, I love journals and notebooks. I have tons of them. And I got this beautiful journal from a subscriber. Thank you so much. I was been waiting for the perfect use for this, and I finally found it. This is gonna be my positive thinking journal. My therapist told me to get a little notebook to use for this purpose, so this one is perfect. I'm gonna use this, pretty little mushrooms all over it. I'm gonna start by rewriting all of my positive mantras in here. Okay, so now I have all these written down on the very first pages of my journal, so it'll be much easier for me to get to these because I say these to myself in the mirror every single day. And so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these on sticky notes and start sticking them around. But after that, then I'm gonna turn to the next page of my journal. I'm gonna write today's date, and every day I'm gonna write down the 5 positive thoughts I have, and I'm gonna do that every day in here. I'm probably not gonna share those thoughts because those are things that are like deeply personal, but I don't mind sharing my positive mantras. So if you're interested in these, or positive affirmations, if you wanna call them, my therapist calls them mantras, but I usually call them affirmations. But if you're interested in these for yourself, they're really good for people who have abandonment issues due to BPD, or if for any reason, and you can find them on my website at lifepluscindy.com. I'll link to it down below. Okay, now let's make some sticky notes, y'all. Okay, so here are 15 sticky notes. Each one has one of the mantras written on it, or affirmations written on it. There's actually 16 because I accidentally wrote one of them twice, but that's all right. I am going to go throughout my house and car, and I'm going to post these all around. And every time I see one, I am going to repeat it to myself, just constantly all the time, reminding myself that these things are true. Until someday, I believe them. I am surrounded by love even when I am physically alone. I'm going to put this one right here next to my little rest sticky note. 1 down, 15 more to go. I'm going to put one on my laptop, so every time I use my laptop, I will see it. I am worthy of love and respect, regardless of others' presence in my life. Let's put one on the bookshelf, so every time I water my plants or light my candle, I will see it. I am complete on my own, and my happiness comes from within. I put one on my refrigerator next to my rest and my strengths. I am resilient and can handle the challenges that come my way. I'm gonna put one on my cabinet where I keep my coffee because I open this every morning. I am capable of creating a fulfilling and joyful life for myself. I put one right next to the front door so I see it every time I go out. I am deserving of healthy, stable, and loving relationships. I'm gonna put one on my herb cabinet so every time I open it, I will see this. I trust in my ability to navigate through life's changes and uncertainties. I'm gonna put one on my bathroom mirror in the hall bathroom. I release the fear of abandonment and embrace my strength and independence. By the way, while we're here, outfit of the day. So since the color of the day is red, I'm wearing my red flannel and just leggings and boots. That's it. I love this shirt. I got it at a thrift store in town when I first moved here. And I love it, and I'm so sad because it's almost getting too warm for me to wear it anymore. But anyway, I was coming in here to this mirror to put an affirmation on my full-size mirror. And I don't know where I'm going to stick it. I think I'll just try to stick it on that wood there. I am connected to a universe that supports and nourishes me. And I'm going to put one on my other bathroom mirror. I am at peace with being alone. It gives me strength and clarity. I'm going to put one next to my jewelry shelf, so every time I pick out my necklace for the day, I will see it. I trust that everything happens for my highest good, and I am open to the lessons. So now I am in my room where I do my editing and most of my work, my office. I don't know why I called it my room, my office. And I am gonna put one on each monitor, and I chose these specifically to put in here because I think they will be very helpful for me as I read comments and things like that. So this one says, I choose to focus on the love and support around me rather than in the absence. I think I should change that to say rather than negativity. And this one says, my self-worth is not dependent on anyone else's presence or approval. So I'm going to put that one right here in front of me on my main monitor. There we go. So now every time I sit down to work, I will remind myself of these two things. I think I'm going to put a second one on my full-size mirror. I'm going to put this one over here on this side that says, I am a source of love and I freely give love to myself and others. So now I'm in my car, y'all, and I'm going to put two of them in my car. I am at peace with being alone. It gives me strength and clarity. So I'm going to put this like right here on my little console so I'll see it. And then this one, I am strong enough to face life head on with or without others by my side. I'm going to put over here like above my glove box. Ooh, hopefully that'll stick. Yeah. All right, mantras. Done. All right, now that that's done, I'm gonna go work on my black and white thinking journaling exercise that I talked about earlier. And then I've got a couple hours of work and editing to do. So I will see you guys back here later this afternoon. Well, it's later in the afternoon. It's about 3:45 now. And I did most of my work that I needed to get done today. And then I sat down to do the exercise where I was gonna list all the things that I loved about Limbs and then all the reasons why I didn't think we would work out or his flaws and stuff. So I did that and it was way harder than I thought it was going to be. Because I am still idealizing him, it's really hard for me to look at his flaws, but I did. I made myself do it. And I mean, he does have them, obviously, but it also hurt because it made me like mourn all the really great qualities that he does have. And I don't know, I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be more like to help me kind of like justify letting go of this, to see the things, you know, the places where we weren't compatible and stuff like that. But it ended up just making me feel kind of bad. So I don't know if that was a successful experiment. I guess it did sort of help me to get out of that idealization. I mean, I don't feel like I'm completely done idealizing him, but it did help me to like kind of look at things more objectively. And now I'm feeling kind of shitty, so this is what I mean by having a lot of ups and downs, a lot of highs and lows. Like I woke up this morning feeling so positive and good, but then, you know, something happens and you go right back down. So just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. That was just rough. That was just hard to do. So now I'm just trying to like get back out of my head and try to get myself back to a happier place. So I know what I can do to take my mind off things. I had to run down and pick up a little Walmart order that I made earlier because I needed a few things for around the house. So I'll show you guys what I bought. So it's not much of a haul, but it's a small haul. So the first thing I got is a lint roller. So I actually really love these Great Value or mainstays, I guess, the Walmart brand lint rollers. They work so much better. I bought the expensive Scotch-Brite ones and I was like, oh, these are going to be superior. They are not. They suck balls. So I just get the cheap ones and they work so much better. So I needed a lint roller because my leggings always get lint all over them from like my blankets and stuff around the house. So I was lint rolling my legs before I go out. I got some diphenhydramine, so I'm still not able to sleep without taking some kind of sleep aid. So I alternate between doxylamine, which is Unisom. So there's two different kind of Unisoms. There's the one that's diphenhydramine and there's the one that's doxylamine. Doxylamine, I think is what it's called. I take that one. I don't take the diphenhydramine one. So I buy these Equate brand diphenhydramine. And then I alternate, because if I take them more than, if I take them 2 nights in a row, they're not as effective. So I take one of these, then I take the Unisom, then I take another one of these, and it's not good. It's not a good idea to use these long term. I do not recommend it. But I can't sleep without them. Like I haven't been able to, because my mind I will ruminate and I will just think of everything and I'll get upset, and I just haven't been able to do it yet. And I have tried to go to sleep without them, and then I end up just having to take one at like 2 a.m. and then I'll sleep till like 10 or 11 the next day. So until I feel like I'm kind of over this breakup, I'm gonna keep taking these, even though I know it's not healthy. I got some Band-Aids. So whenever I'm gonna be walking a lot and I'm wearing my Docs, I have to put Band-Aids on my heels because they rub and give me blisters, or at least they used to. I don't even know if they would anymore because they're like really worn in, but I still just put these on my heels for protection. My Docs are a little tiny bit too big for me. I really wish they made half sizes because these are a size 5 and they're just a little bit too big. I feel like a 4.5 would be perfect, but they don't make that. I got some shave gel. So I've been using this Aveeno Positively Smooth shave gel and I love this stuff. So I used to just use my homemade soap, which works fine, but this is so much nicer, honestly. It really is. I love this stuff. And I ran out, so I had to get some more. And then I needed toothpaste, so I used Colgate Optic White, and I got like $3 cash back for getting the double pack, so yay. And that will last me forever. Like a tube of toothpaste by myself lasts me for like 2 or 3 months. I don't know how long they're supposed to last, but it lasts me forever. And then I got a shipping envelope because I need to ship something, actually to a subscriber. I am giving my Barbie perfume. So I'm gonna be shipping that out to her sometime this week. And then I got myself a folder to put my therapy notes inside so I can keep everything organized. So it's just a little like 25-cent folder. I think it was like 30 cents, I don't know. But yeah, I just got myself a folder so I can keep all that stuff together when I need to reference it. And last but not least, I got a pack of Coke Zero Minis. Every time I go to Walmart, I get a pack of Coke Zero Minis because I'm almost out. So that was my shitty little Walmart haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, y'all, so I've been sitting here like thinking about it for a little while because I haven't been feeling that great since I did the exercise, and I have a couple insights. First of all, I think, come here, Morty. Morty wants in my lap, come on. So first of all, I think, that it's upsetting me because it's forcing me into the gray area. It's forcing me to look at things from a perspective that I don't want to look at them from. Like, I want to keep idealizing. I don't want to acknowledge flaws, and I don't want to, it feels unsafe to me in the gray. I like being in the extremes. And I think that's why it's so hard for me to change this specific behavior, because I don't want to, really. I mean, I want to, but I don't want to, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm resistant to this, and it's almost like making me angry. Like, I don't want to move out of the extreme. I want to keep everything in its nice little categories, where everything where it belongs, everything where I can control it. And I think that's what it is. I think it's an issue of control. I have to give up control of my own perspective of this person. It sounds so bizarre, but I really think it has something to do with control and being very uncomfortable when I can't control where somebody is on the spectrum of good and bad. I'm struggling with it a lot. And I'm gonna keep doing this. It's very uncomfortable for me, but I'm gonna keep forcing myself, because I feel like you have to get out of your comfort zone to grow. And if something is making me feel this uncomfortable, I know it's something I need to keep working on. So what I thought I would do is do this same exercise like once a week, and just see if it changes, see if my perspective changes, and make sure it doesn't go too far to the other side. Like, I don't want to idealize, devalue. It's very hard for me. Black and white thinking it's been one of the biggest problems in my life. And I know it's because it makes me feel safe. It makes me feel in control. I understand extremes, and I don't like the gray in the middle. But I'm gonna force myself to keep working on this. Because like I said, if it's making me this uncomfortable, I know it's something that I have to deal with. I'm gonna keep thinking about that and journaling about that and seeing if I can figure out more about that. In the meantime, I did buy myself a little gift, which I think will lift my spirits. So this just came in the mail. I got a new perfume. So I've been wearing Happy by Clinique for like all of winter and fall, I believe, and I love that perfume. It's wonderful. It will always be in my rotation. But I'm looking to kind of try a different scent for spring and summer this year. So I bought Sunflowers by Elizabeth Arden. This is a blind buy. I do not know if I'm gonna like this, and I bought a full-size bottle. Luckily, it's not that expensive. It was only about $20 on Amazon. I'll link to it down below. And gonna cross my fingers that I like this, because if not, it's not like I can return it. I'll have a whole bottle of it that I can't do anything with. But I've heard really good things about it, and it seems like kind of a spring, summery kind of scent. So here's how the bottle looks. I think I like Happy better. Let me actually, that's just me smelling like the bottle. Let me just like put some on. It smells, God. I don't know how I feel about it. It kind of smells soapy to me, like hand soap in a public bathroom. That's what it kind of smells like to me. But I'm gonna let it dry down on my skin and let me get used to it for a little while. And I'll come back and let you know if it's grown on me or not. It does have a very light, fresh, kind of clean smell to it. I definitely like Happy by Clinique better though, but let me get back to you on how, because sometimes I need to wear, if I don't hate it, then I need to wear it for a little bit and see if it grows on me. So I'll keep you updated. All right, y'all, update on the perfume. I've been wearing it for about an hour now, and I really don't think I like it. It's very strong, and it just smells so soapy to me. I don't know what it is. There's just one of the notes in there I just really don't think I like. I don't know. Like I said, I'll try it a couple days and see if it grows on me. And if not, I'm just gonna replace my Happy. I'll let you know. And it's 5 o'clock now, so it's time for me to feed the dogs dinner. I haven't done that on a vlog in a while, so I guess I'll do it. I feel like I haven't filmed a lot today. Today's been kind of a weird day for me. I've really been having a lot of ups and downs. It started out great. As the day went on, my mood shifted more for the worse, but I'm feeling all right now. I think I'm getting a headache from the sunflowers. I know, puppers, are you ready to eat? Are you ready to eat and then go for a walk? Yes, you are. So my dogs are they're gonna be 8 years old this year. So I started feeding them they're very excited, the 7+ science diet. I'm coming, Belba, I'm sorry. So there's like a couple different flavors of this, but it's for kind of like senior dogs, age 7 and up. I wouldn't really consider them senior, but adult dogs. So this stuff, it looks like a freaking can of Dinty Moore beef stew, and honestly it might be better quality than that. So I just give them half a can, somewhere around 5 or 6 in the evening. They each get half a can of this, and then they get science diet kibble throughout the day. Anytime their bowl is empty, I'll just put kibble in there for them and let them eat freely. And then they also get treats throughout the day. So they get a biscuit in the morning, and they get a dream bone at night. And then also every time I eat, I give them a little bite of whatever I'm eating, as long as it's like safe for dogs. And most of the time it is, because I mostly just eat meat. Okay, pup-pups, we ready to eat? Here you go. All right, now they're enjoying their dinner, and then I'm gonna take them for their after dinner walk. I take them for one walk right after dinner, and then I take them for another walk about 8:30, 9 o'clock before I go to bed. The dogs have really been great company to me as I've been alone. You know, it's been nice to have them here with me and just have them to cuddle with me and sleep with me and be with me. Definitely better than being absolutely alone. Well, that's gonna be it for me today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the vlog here. I'm feeling very strange. I'm feeling very blah. I don't know, very kind of empty right now. I'm probably gonna do some more journaling tonight and just snuggle with the dogs and watch some TV. I haven't honestly been doing any of my hobbies lately. I just haven't felt like I'm in a good enough place to where I would enjoy it. But I hope to be able to get back to things soon, like The Sims and my witchery and herbalism and stuff. I know I'll get there. It's just right now I'm still sad and hurting over the breakup, you know, so I haven't really felt like doing too much. I'm trying to work, trying to get vlogs out and stuff, and trying to stream my Sims, and doing the best I can, y'all. So yeah, I guess that's all I have to say today. I don't know. The dogs are ready to go out, so I'm about to go walk them and spend some time in nature. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody who watches my vlogs. I truly do. Thank you guys. And I'll see you with a new video very soon. Bye.